trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. You still at your mama crib, ain't getting money, you gotta ask for it. I got tired of complaining, I got up and changed my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day, take, but that don't stop the money making.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And no return on this one as the fair catch is. Signaled for and taken.
You ready? Right, 380! 54, right, 54. Hey, we got to get the stop here, D. 54 is Mike. Alert. Go. Joker. Hook. Spines.
Now Wilson on first down. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
You got tape right there. I'll go special. Take four. Good job right there. Check. Lucky. Run pass. He's going left. Check it, crack. Nice.
Here's Wilson. Going to throw again. Going for Met. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 61 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Cowboys 0.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken short. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Out. 47. Nice, sweetheart. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Deuce. Slam.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Gun.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now on 2nd and 13, Prescott. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Mark check 33. Kill. 26.
Now Prescott. Looking deep for Elliott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a give, right side. Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, 67 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Check mark 33. Check mark 33.
Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper, 64 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Here we go, 46.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
54.
Here's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Gun. 53, right. Check. 50. Run left. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Wide. Get wide.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
Check 24. Go. Hey, 0.
From midfield now, here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Jerron Brown. 23 yards the pickup there.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Check 53. 19. One left. 53 to left. Man out.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Marshawn Lynch there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken short.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Coming to you. Check 9, check 9.
Then we're going to 53. Switch it, hey.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
28. Cowboys 7.
Hey, go 4-8, 47.
50 to Mike. I got it. Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Mike 50. They can't hang with us. Here we go. 50, 50. Mike 50.
Gun.
Watch the run.
Hey, go kill. 26.
On third down, it's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Then we're going to 52.
50's the Mike.
26.
On first and 10, Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott now. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Under.
50, Mike 50. No gain on this defense, no gain. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike.
Hey, kill. 26.
Prescott from the gun. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and got his man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
switch it. Hey.
Hustle, hustle. Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike 50.
Prescott on first down. He's going to find Gallup here complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ezekiel Ansah able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Rip right. Rip right. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike 50.
Third and long for Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Ziggy Ansah able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Kill. Switch. Anyone. Rush C. Good job right there. Check.
Here's Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Robert Quinn, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, it's just me and you.
Front left.
It's me and you.
This is Carson. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
55 to Mike. On the army.
Clear. Go, guys. Fall down.
Check 55, Mike. Let's go, defense.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Buying time to his left. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Throwing is Wilson. And this is caught. He hits more. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Wilson steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson being chased out left. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Go. Motion. Check.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Forced out to his left. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
47. 54. Mike 50.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way down to the 39. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So on now is Kai Forbath. If you're wondering, he's hit from as far as 57. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jadeveon Clowney. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. After the sack on first down, Prescott. And he's going to go down again. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Going to 54. Going to 54. Why ain't? You ain't doing nothing today. We're going to 54. Why ain't?
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ezekiel Ansah. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Flushed out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks, they're able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can...
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. There he goes left side. line. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Partner, they're up big. They snapped the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT, yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit, now you add 2 more onto that. They faked the PAT. That stings a little.
It definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for, they wouldn't be as mad at the opposition as they would have been at us for allowing that to happen.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They go to Elliott again. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well. And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field.
Mike 50. Gun.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back.
Here we go, 47. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
You better be afraid of me. Mike's 50. Hey, I'm coming.
Here we go, 47. 26.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. A 1st down throw for Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Forbath, the extra point, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken short.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run again with Carson. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
He's checking.
25.
36.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Wilson turns and gives to Procise. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Pass incomplete.
Wilson on the keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Gotta go,
Second and 10 now. Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Arlington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. To throw is Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Myers for the extra point. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. On third down, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson. It's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
Going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Again, it's Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
50, Mike, 50. I'm coming for you. You must. Here we go. 50, 50. Zoom. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Let's go, Mike, 50, Mike, 50. Check. Under.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hey, we got to
step it up. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Hey, count. 26.
Prescott from the gun. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker.
Let's go, Mike. 50.
Hey, count.
You ain't got nothing. Hey, Mike's 50. I'm here all day.
26.
Prescott to throw on 4th. He finds his man. It's Austin. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
We're going to 54. Why ain't?
Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike.
Go. Get out there.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got, Heavy?
26.
And again, it's Prescott. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Hey, count.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
26.
Here's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
14. Here we go.
On third down, Carson. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Check it back.
They run for it with Carson, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Prescott on first down. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, yes, that's his third touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
14. Let's go. You guys, listen. Push left.
Shit.
Good job right there. 18.
Switch gears.
Good touch.
Now Wilson on first down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
14. Got it. Still good. 4 down. Gotta go. In and out. Let's go.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
46.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Steps away to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hatchet.
Gun. Tempo.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. David Moore, 33 yards. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Steps away to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ziggy Ansah. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Check 31, check 31.
Wilson wants to throw it. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Hey, 0.
To throw is Wilson. To throw again. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. Out to his left. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.